Hello everyone, my name is Lorraine Young and I'm the founder and chair of Carnoustie Memories. Carnoustie Memories is a registered charity with Oscar and is the mother group supporting and managing golf memories, football action and, as of just prior to lockdown, musical memories. We are 100% volunteer led and managed by a small but strong and highly dedicated committee who, along with our team of volunteers, are constantly seeking different approaches to meet the evolving and changing needs of our members. Our volunteers are without doubt the backbone and strength in all we do and respond with empathy and compassion to the needs of our members. Golf Memories Carnoustie was launched in 2015 with the key aim of providing focused, meaningful activities complemented by physical activity and social interaction for people living with dementia, memory loss, or who are isolated within our community. In most instances, our members had played out of one of the local golf clubs. However, when they reached the point where they could no longer participate in a competitive manner, they also stepped back from the club, thus creating a massive void in their lives, with the resulting feeling for them of loss of worth and purpose within their community. Golf clubs did not always understand the change in an individual's behaviour or demeanour, and therefore did not routinely encourage the member back into the club. I'm delighted to say that culture is now changing, and I will talk later about our engagement with our clubs. In their own way, each member has an extraordinarily rich history and story to tell. We have found by reconnecting them with a lifelong passion for golf, it provides each the platform to relive their precious memories and create some new ones. Creating a bridge for us to cross into the reality of each member is essential, as one size does not fit all. During this presentation, I will describe the background to our Carnoustie story and share with you a few of the very rich stories that we have been privileged to hear, and how we have supported the creation of new and very special moments and memories for our members, and also positive living and lasting memories for their families. Carnoustie is located on the northeast coast of Scotland with a population of just over 11,000. It is best known on the world stage for being a world-class venue for golf, hosting the Open and for its rich golf history. Carnoustie, like many other small towns, benefits from a strong and caring community support network, which is truly intergenerational, complemented through the involvement of the high school, local football club, Carnoustie Golf Links, and other organisations. Since 2014, when I had my first conversation with Carnoustie Golf Links in relation to establishing a Golf Memories programme, they've been totally supportive of all we do. They've always gone above and beyond to make sure the needs of all our members are catered for. The staff look out for our members, making each one feel special and truly welcome, plus supporting our volunteers and members when using the simulation bays. One of the key aspects of each session is the availability of access to the Nestie, a 6-hole par 3 course, and the simulation bays within the Performance Centre. The visible and sensory benefits of holding a golf club once more is breathtaking. The First Lady who joined our group had poor mobility, but was encouraged and supported into a simulation bay. What unfolded before our eyes was breathtaking. The lady assumed the correct stance, standing straight and unaided, then proceeded to continue her set-up routine before hitting the sweetest ball imaginable. Before our eyes, she had reverted some 30 or so years to when she had been a club champion. Current members routinely display similar outcomes. Ian was an exceptionally good golfer and has been revered by his peers over the years. He's been a member of our group from the start, and whilst his mobility has decreased over time, it is wonderful to watch the transformation when golf comes back into play for him, either through the use of memorabilia or when holding a club. The first image shows Ian arriving at Link's house in a wheelchair, sitting in his favourite spot next to his idol, Gary Player. On this day, the weather was kind, and we were able to go out onto the Nestie. The brief video clip demonstrates the transformation that took place far better than any narrative can.
Well done, Ian.
Yay!
Excellent. Well done, very good.
So, Mr. Foggy, how does that feel?
These smiling images show the truly sociable man that Ian is and the true benefits of social interaction and stimulation. Willie is the senior member of a very well-known golfing family here in Carnoustie and the life and soul of each session. His father was the winner of the Craws Tassie in both 1938 and 1939 and retained the cup throughout the war years. Whilst Willie has never won this trophy himself, he does lay claim to it in a different and quite remarkable way. The trophy was used as a font to christen him back in 1943, before it was returned to the links. Sadly, the photo of this event still eludes us, but we remain optimistic. In his own right, at 21, with a handicap of 2, he became club champion. He also played over the years for Angus County and then became president of the association. He also became captain of Carnoustie Golf Club and junior convener, promoting golf as a great social asset. He was very proud to hold the role of Chief Marshal at the Open in 1968. His nephew, Eric Ramsey, has carried on the family golfing prowess and back in 2005 won the Australian Amateur Championship. One of the 7 simulation bays bears a plaque to commemorate this achievement. The richness of the stories Willie tells and his detailed recall has spurred us to start seeking a means of recording his and other stories for future generations. The 147th Open Championship here in Carnoustie was, in its own right, a huge success. However, for our members, it was both an amazing and magical experience. Many believed they would never see, far less attend, another Open Championship. Courtesy of the R&A, they were able to attend this major event and relished every minute. During the weeks prior to the Open, members loved watching all the setup from their elevated position in Link's house. The professionals out on the course during practice days, having a bird's eye view of the first tee, and an extra special coup was the visit to the group by Adam Scott, arranged by Craig Both, Link's superintendent. Adam made time for each member and chatted with each on an individual basis. His open demonstration of compassion has stayed with the group. The photo Bernie had taken with Adam is still one of his prized possessions. The Open Championship here in Carnoustie opened the door to opportunities for our members which we could not have dreamt of. The Golf Channel heard of our group project and sought permission to film a session. They spent a whole day with our members. NBC relayed the footage across America on the Friday of the Open, after having interviewed the late Professor of Human Development and Family Studies, Michael Ego, from Connecticut University. Professor Ego had visited Carnoustie twice, and on his last visit spent the day with our members. To this day, his words have stayed with me when he described feeling blown away by what he had witnessed and the positive impact the intervention was having. Professor Ego left stating he wanted to set up a golf group in the States to mirror what he had witnessed here in Carnoustie. The showing of the film clip in America produced another 2 surprises for the group. Firstly, I was contacted by the recently retired National Director of Golf, Billy Detlaff, from TPC Sawgrass in Florida, who was very keen to start Golf Memories there. The feature inspired Billy to fly over from America and spend time with us here in Carnoustie, gathering as much information as he could from the model that we had developed. In no time at all, he established the Pete Dye chapter, American Golf Memories Project, and with the blessing of Carnoustie Golf Link's Chief Executive, Michael Wells, promotes the partnership as a sister programme to the Carnoustie Golf Memories Project, Scotland. The American project is now supporting and encouraging the development of golf memories projects across America, and we plan to include our American friends in a Zoom session with our members prior to Christmas. Secondly, a gentleman whom one of our members had caddied for back in 1994 recognised him on the film and made contact. It transpired that he had not only caddied, but on another trip played a couple of rounds with him on the Championship and Burnside courses. They had lost touch over the years, but were now delighted to be reunited through golf. At the end of the presentation, I will highlight links for you to access the Golf Channel video clip and 1 or 2 other relevant video clips from Carnoustie. When planning the setup of our programme, we spoke with members and their families about what exactly they had enjoyed most as a club member. The social aspect, beyond their weekly game, was the clear winner. It was decided, therefore, that we had to make our programme all-encompassing to provide our members with a true feeling of self-worth, a sense of belonging, and above all, enjoying once again being part of the golf family. And my goodness, what fun and enjoyment they have had on these outings. Blessed by good weather, we were able to play the Himalayas putting course at St Andrews, followed by lunch in the British Golf Museum. Then rounded off the day with a much appreciated tour of the museum. The merging of the physical activity and the museum visit was a huge success. It was fascinating to hear the recall sparked by the vast range of memorabilia within the museum, confirming for us that we needed to continually expand and refresh our range of memorabilia for our members. A different type of visit was made to Kingarrick Hickory Golf Course and Clubhouse. This was topped off by playing a hole or 2 and putting on the Hickory course with hickory shafted clubs. 2 of our local golf clubs have also hosted visits and shared their extensive range of priceless memorabilia. At the Carnoustie Golf Club, Bernie was delighted to be shown a photo of himself on the club's gallery wall and thoroughly enjoyed reliving stories about others in the photo and his then golf partners. Our second trip was out to Panmure Golf Club at Barry, where many of the members had played. The day of our visit was Ladies' Day at the club, and to the sheer delight of one of our ladies, we were joined for a time by the chair of Carnoustie Golf Links. Both trips were thoroughly enjoyed by all, and on neither day were they in any hurry to leave, and were made to feel very much at home in both club settings. Following the golf club tradition, each year we organise a Christmas lunch for members and carers, with a musical prelude from the high school brass band helping to get everyone into the Christmas spirit. A special request is made for Santa to visit, and he is never disappointed. Santa helps to add that extra feeling of good cheer and companionship. As I have mentioned, we are blessed by living in such a strong and community-focused area. Without a shadow of doubt, our community and our volunteers are our greatest asset and strength, helping to make all we do not just a possibility, but an actual reality. Donald Ford, who in his own right has a significant and varied sporting background, is also a talented landscape and golf course photographer, and joins the group whenever possible to share stories with members. We also benefit from having in the region of 100 of his golf course images, which stimulate lots of varied discussions. The Links Superintendent, Craig Both, is another real Kent face in our group. Craig routinely supports us by ensuring the putting areas and the nesty are ready for our competitions, so that we may decide who the winner of our own unique claret jug is at the end of each session. Members particularly enjoy the putting area when marked out for bagatelle. In relation to the claret jug, believe me, the winning of this trophy is no token gesture and is hard fought for. From the outset, it was the unanimous decision of our committee that all our activities would be free to our members. As volunteers, we saw this as our way of giving back to our community. We have no salaries or other overheads to pay, which made the same achievable. This year, due to COVID, we've not been able to support the window displays created by a growing number of our shopkeepers in the town, using a fabulous array of memorabilia, or the pictorial Who Am I golf competition. These activities all serve a dual purpose of awareness raising within the community and fundraising. Plans are now underway in preparation for 2021. Our community, local businesses, golf clubs and shops are to be highly commended for all their active interest and support. All these events have proven to be truly intergenerational, with grandparents and grandchildren completing the route from the high street down to the golf course at Links House. The use of memorabilia is an important part of what we do, but this now comes in a range of formats. We have found the use of short video clips and a range of items which members can look at and handle to be quite powerful. The use of a range of different memorabilia, ranging from golf tournament programs to the old-style, small-sized golf ball, is an important part of our toolkit. We also extensively use sets of players' cards and try to pair these with specific events, for example, Open Champions. A different approach by one of our volunteers proved enthralling for members when he demonstrated the art and skill of whipping the shaft of a golf club and telling how he learned this craft. Lockdown in March this year, along with the ongoing restrictions, have proven exceedingly difficult for all our members and their carers. The feeling of isolation increased as all the external support mechanisms were taken away from them. We chose, however, to see this as an opportunity for us as volunteers to find solutions to bridge this gap. Along with Richard McBrearty for football and Michael White for rugby and screen memories, we started to post daily on Facebook and Twitter. For the past 8 months, we have posted 2 quiz questions and 2 images of golf courses every day to give members and carers a daily talking point. The answers are posted the following day, but in truth, the answer is almost irrelevant. The focus and importance is based on stimulating a discussion about a much-loved sporting activity, which has played an important and key part of their life. The most positive feedback has been from family members who say they have used the quiz material as a family quiz with their loved one, making visits pleasurable, positive and meaningful. Not all our members or carers had access to social media. Therefore, we started to prepare weekly doorstep packs, comprising of all quiz material, and popped these through members and carers' letterboxes. The audience reached by the quiz material extends far beyond our local group and is posted under Golf Memories Scotland, the steering group which I am privileged to chair. A number of our members enjoyed doing word searches, so a weekly 10-question quiz and word search was included. The feedback from both these relatively small ways of reaching out to our members was incredibly positive, but they still miss seeing each other, along with the exchange of friendly banter that always ensued at our meetings. Our natural progression was to extend our reach by creating weekly Zoom virtual sessions, alternating topics between golf and football, with all members being encouraged to join both should they wish to. We chose to use some of our group funds to purchase tablets for the use of members and carers who would otherwise not be able to join the session, to ensure, as far as possible, that no one was left feeling isolated or excluded. The weekly Zoom sessions have taken us to the closest point achievable to our former sessions, with the stories and laughter flowing. The Zoom sessions totally blew away the myth that seniors would struggle with technology, as with family support they have taken to it like a duck to water. Families have been incredibly supportive, and for some it has proven to be a window into their loved one's life and passion for the game. This different form of home-based interaction re-established their position as head of the family within their family group. Grandchildren and other family members saw, for some, the first time, a truly well-informed and very keen sportsman whose passion and knowledge of the game astounded them. Long after the sessions are over, the conversations continue, enriching their family life. I hope this brief resume of the Carnoustie story has been helpful and encourages other golf clubs to consider establishing a group in their own community. Each golfing community, from small villages to larger towns, will have their own history and historians to help them create their own story. I would like to finish by showing some comments from families about the benefits from their perspective of golf memories. This will be followed by my contact details should anyone wish additional information, and finally links to access the NBC video and other material.